Hi, my name is Jeff Dykhouse, and I'm here for HowAudio.com with the product spotlight on the MXL 009 USB microphone. This is one of MXL's best microphones with built-in USB interface, and that lets you both record and play back. There's a headphone jack, you can listen back. This is all you need to plug into your computer to turn it into a recording studio. Let's check it out. Let's take a tour of the 009. When the microphone is plugged into USB, you get the blue light inside the speaker or the microphone grill there. You can see the capsule inside. That LED lets you know that the mic is receiving power from USB. Below that, we have a gain knob that adjusts the volume going to your software. So if you're recording and you're getting into the red on your meters, you'll turn that knob down. If you don't have enough level on your meters, you'll turn it up. It doesn't really affect the sound quality, it's just volume. Below that, we have a mix knob, and that controls the blend between a direct output from the microphone to your headphones and hearing back from your software coming in the USB cable. Most cases you'd want to leave that thing so you're hearing 100% of the computer software, including your performance right now from the mic, goes to the computer, gets mixed in with other stuff, and then comes back to the headphone jack here. But if you have a slow computer or software that doesn't support low latency drivers like ACO drivers, then you might need to hear yourself sooner and not hear that delayed signal going through your computer, and you could turn that knob and hear a blend of the direct sound with what's coming back from the computer. Most of the time though, you're going to leave that turned all the way. Then below that we have a headphone volume that does just what it says, controls the volume of this headphone jack right here as you hear back from the software. And then included in the box is a nice little stand and a USB cable. I've plugged in the 009, I've got my audio application open, Reaper in this case, and I'm going to go to its preferences file. Here it is, preferences right here, and I'm going to select my audio device, input device, and look at that, with no drivers, it just shows up on the list, MXL USB 009, and my output. So I can go ahead and use the headphone output on that thing. I hook it up, and I'm good to go. Let's try it out. I'll hit record. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Turn up the gain on the mic. Turn down the gain on the mic. Yeah, it works. Next, let's use the mic for an actual recording. To do that, I'm going to go in my audio application. In this case, I'm using shareware called Reaper, which works from PC and Mac as a multi-track recording program to do my recording. But you could use any software. You just need to select the MXL 009 as your input and output device in the preferences or properties dialog box in your software. So let's take a look at doing that in Reaper. I'm going to go up to preferences and input device, select USB 009, and then output device USB 009, and hit OK. After that, I should be able to hit record on my channel. Yep, I've got something going here. I've got a gain adjustment on the front of the mic so I can stay out of the red. So I'll lower that down somewhat. And let's make a recording, see how it goes. That's all there is to it. The sound of the human voice can be very useful in comparing microphones. So I've got the 009 put up against a Neumann U87, an industry standard vocal microphone, and a Sennheiser 421, which I think sounds particularly good on my voice. So here we go. MXL 009 comparison to other microphones. This microphone picks up lows and highs and loud and soft. So let's go ahead and hear how these mics sound. First, the 009. MXL 009 comparison to other microphones. Next, the U87. MXL 009 comparison to other microphones. And finally, the 421. MXL 009 comparison to other microphones. Now the 421 is a different kind of microphone. It's a dynamic mic, and it responds quite a bit to proximity. So how close you are to that mic changes the amount of bass tremendously. And I like it on my voice with a foam windscreen over it and my mouth real close to it to get lots of bass to get past that nasally thing that is my voice. So 421 is good for that, but it's definitely not as accurate. You can hear these other two mics sound much bigger and sweet on the high end, and they have extended lows. That's really nice. Let's listen to them one more time. 009. MXL 009 comparison to other microphones. U87. MXL 009 comparison to other microphones. U87 to me has a little bit of a more pointed mid-range. Mid-range sticks out a little more, while the 009 is smoother. 009 would be useful for a lot of voices because it just has that smooth accuracy, while U87, it's good for things that need more mid-range punch, but sometimes that's too much. Some voices, that gets a little gritty. In any case, U87 costs thousands of dollars, plus I used a multi-$1,000 Millennia preamp and expensive A to D converter to capture the sound of the U87, all of which might be $4,000 or $5,000 worth of stuff, while the 009 costs, a tenth of that, and you get all that built into the mic. In addition, the 009 has the feature of being able to record 24-bit and 96 kilohertz. The highest, sample rates you find on most high-end audio capture hardware, external audio capture hardware that costs a lot of money, is built into the 009. At this point in time, anyway, that's unique among USB microphones and really makes it a pro piece of gear. You don't need to apologize for using a 009 on your recording. You can certainly hear it here. It sounds great. I thought it sounded great on the acoustic guitar as well. It really picked up that guitar in a natural way and played on big or small speakers. Worked really well. The 009 has a ton of low end. I used it for a live recording where I just set it next to me at the live soundboard on a little stand, and it picked up lots of subwoofer rumble. It's not a rolled off low end kind of mic. So that's a good thing. Once you pick it up, you can always roll it off if you don't want it, but if your mic doesn't get it in the first place, you don't have it. So in summary, 009 is pretty cool. That's a high-end microphone for a low-end price.